Welcome back on The Wasted Driver. As you already saw, today we're gonna talk about the Hyundai i20 N line. So the little hatchback from Hyundai. But we're gonna do a little step back just to understand where this car is coming from. So the i20, the first generation, born in 2008, and they built this car to attack the European market. At the same time, they start to thought about returning to rally with this car. Fast forward on 2012 when they do the second generation of car, and later they make the restyling too, and after we arrive at the 2020 when they do the last one we're gonna talk about now. And it's not a normal Hyundai i20, but as I said before, the N line, that means it's like the connection between the normal i20 and the i20N. So let's talk about this Hyundai i20 N line that have cool items compared to the basic model. Like the rims are different, amazing, the logo N line is almost everywhere, like inside the car, outside the car, you can find it everywhere. The mask on the front of the car is different compared to the basic model because it looks like a checkered flag. And obviously we have different aesthetic. They make a more aggressive front bump, rear bump, and side skirt too. Not only that, but they make a specific exhaust for this model. They even thought about the tank flap to make it fit the car in the best way possible. We have a rear camera, electrical mirrors. You see that even the mirror it's thought because have a perfect design for this car. And how cool is the back fog light? LED everywhere, like headlights are LED, the rear lights are LED, and the curve of details is incredible in this car. Like they put even the i20 logo on the rear lights. How cool is that? Not only from the outside is different, even inside the interior are different, the engine is different, and as soon as we go inside we see the red details everywhere. We see red seams on the seats, on the steering wheel that looks amazing. The steering wheel is slightly different too. On the stick, on the handbrake, like really everywhere. Even some piece of plastic here and there is red to show that this is an N line. The pedals that are in metal. This car is so thought in the minimum details that looks amazing, and we can see the great work the Korean brand did. But we said enough, it's time to put this beautiful machine on the road.
So it's time finally to try the i20 N line. We're gonna start the car. As soon as we start the car, we see the digital dashboard with the economic mode. Every time the car starts with the economic mode and with all the controls activated, so line assist, traction control, and all the stuff are already activated, at least in Europe, because with the laws we have here is like that. Take off the handbrake, we're gonna take this puppy out and see what it is, how it works, if it's fun, if it's not. It's really comfortable. Didn't expect that, especially because I have the seat that are like sporting seats. Oh, you hear the beep? This is the line assist. Because I'm over the line and start to beep, and it's pretty annoying, honestly. Yeah, more I drive this car, more I feel comfortable on it. Seriously, the seats are great. The suspension are not stiff as I thought. Okay, it's an N line, so it's not really a sport car, but it's a car that start to go in that way. So I just take off the line assist because I hate this. It's pretty cool, but in this moment I hate it. And I take off the traction control too and see what happened here. If works well the car, if I can push the meta burnout or something, but I'm not sure. We will see. Eco mode is pretty cool. Honestly, for every day, like an everyday car, it's really nice, feel good. But we're gonna change now, like that. We change drive mode, we put comfort. We don't want comfort mode, we want sport mode. Ooh, okay. I didn't expect that. The car is way faster at the start. A car that have 120 brake horsepower and 1 liter motor. Wasn't nice. Jeez. Yeah, the car changed a lot when you put on sporting mode, because their reaction are different of the motor. The suspension is still the same. I feel the same movement of the car, and oh, you hear that? Like a double tap. The exhaust. The suspension, I don't like it a lot. For a car like this, don't follow the road in the perfect way, but makes sense because it's more on the comfortable side than the sporting mode. If you want something more stiff, you just change the suspension. We're gonna test the brake too now. We'll see if it brakes well or not. Right here. Yeah, I lose a bit the rear. When you brake, you feel the weight of the car go all in front. Already the rear, it's really light, especially when I turn in fast turns. I feel that the rear slide a lot and go everywhere. The rear is not perfect. It's not perfect, but makes sense, because if you use the N version, you have the spoiler behind, so that keep the car way more on the ground and works way better. So makes sense. A fun car to drive, and yeah, it's not super fast, because yeah, I think the maximum speed is around 170, 180 kilometers an hour. But for until the 4th, 5th gear, it's really cool. It's really nice. Even here we try again to feel the rear. I'm gonna lose a bit. Yeah, here I feel the rear just move a bit too much. But it's not bad at all. It's not bad at all, especially for a car this small and with not a lot of weight, not a lot of power at all. As I said before, 120 brake horsepower. I like the steering wheel too. You have all the buttons here, so you can use it, steering assist and everything, cruise control, all the modes, the phone, all the things you need. So it's pretty cool. It's have a lovely look, as I said before. The car is lovely because the details are really thought. So they think a lot of made the thing match and be good together. The materials are nice, not shitty as some car. Hyundai did really cool cars lately, really nice cars. I was always like between, you know, thought the Hyundai was like a Series B car. Like you say, yeah, Hyundai, oh, fuck Hyundai, who cares? It's not, they don't make good cars. Guys, I think they make great cars. This one, I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I checked better, and the car arrived at 190 kilometers an hour, not 180. So yeah, it's good. It's good enough. It's good enough. As I said, it's more like a rally structure, obviously, as the Hyundai i20 WRC. So the base is this, and you feel it. You feel it that is good. It's good. It's fun. The power is perfect. I think nothing more, because seriously works amazingly. About the dashboard and the front of the car, I like it a lot, because the dashboard is a perfect size, not too big, as you know, guys, I love BMWs, but theirs now start to be a bit too much, I think, because are everywhere. Here it's just here in front, you can see everything, you can have all the details of the car, so perfect size, love it. And another thing that I love is the screen that you have on the right, where you can put the radio and all the thing of the car, like even the radio, I don't know, we have to try the radio to see if it works, how it works. No, for the people that love the sound in a car, have a good sound. So let's check 1 second the radio. Yeah, the radio works. So for who love the sounds and things like that, yeah, the car have the radio. But just one details about the car. I don't like a lot of details and stuff like that. I prefer to drive the car and feel the car. But in this case, I think I have to speak about this. The car, it's a mild hybrid, it's called by Hyundai. That means it's not a real hybrid car, but it's something between. That means that you have a battery of 48 volts that help the car at the start, especially when you put on sporting mode. You feel that pump a bit the car at the start, help on the recovery when you change the gears. And the 120 brake horsepower are combined to the 48 volts. And as I said before, the car is a 1.0, so 1 liter, 3-cylinder, and that's the only details about the motor you're gonna have from me. If you want something more, go check the Hyundai website. I'm sure you find all the information there. Another interesting fact about the N line is that they change some items compared to the basic model. Like we have different suspensions. Obviously, the aesthetic is different, and we have different reaction of the engine. So the engine reacts differently compared to the basic model, and the same is for the gearbox. So there is some detail that change, and you can feel it in the car, because, as I said, they go on the line more on the sporting mode, but still a car that you can use every day. Oh yeah, I forget, even the sound of the exhaust obviously is different. Are less or more 20 minutes that I'm going on eco mode, and honestly the reaction of the car changed quite a bit. I didn't expect that much, but yeah, you feel the motor is need more time to go. There's some details that change, and it's pretty cool, because honestly I thought it was like almost the same on all the modes except the sporting, but no, you feel the change of the car and the different reaction of the car compared to the different modes. So yeah, chapeau for Hyundai, because it works really good. I just stopped, and as you can hear, obviously start and stop mode like 99.9% of the cars now. It's super weird every time that I'm in a car that I have the start and stop. I don't know if I'm a fan or not. A really cool thing about this car is that don't have the handbrake electric, but it's like the old times, so you can have a lot of fun with it. People said that cars are super silent from the inside, so when you're inside the car you hear nothing from the outside. I hear a bit the motor and yeah, the wheels and stuff like that, but honestly I don't feel a lot of sound. I don't hear a lot of sound from the outside. But we're gonna do a test, a really fast test. I'm gonna stop here and you're gonna tell me if it's soundproof or not. You're gonna tell me, huh? That works? So this car costs around 22,000 bucks, so 22k. It's an honest price for a car like this. I seriously think that, because you have an amazing product that works perfectly with a lot of technology inside, and nothing miss inside of this. You have seriously all the things you need. Will I buy this? No. Why? I'm 30. I don't have 20 years old, so it's not my type of car. But if I will come back like 10 years and be 20 years old again, fuck yes, for sure I will eat potatoes for a year and keep on the side every cent for have the money to buy this car. In the years, Hyundai grow a lot. I'm impressed by them and by what they build and what they make today. So yeah, I was a little bit skeptical about Hyundai before try this. Now I can say that they are a really solid brand. I like a lot this car. Guys, hope you like the video. Don't touch yourself too much with the screen of the Hyundai i20 if you have one of these. And as always, see you next time.